live. Wait, here.
And I believe we're in. Hello, this is Captain Valen with another amazing game. This time we're here with our Bleach Soul Warfare game, where I play the Dance Wizard, Shogata. And today we're down a few people, so I'll let who's here introduce themselves. Starting with the Maniac Mechanic.
Eh,
Hey, like, come on, son.
I mean, that is the perfect.
That is like
That's like the most. Even both Austin and Jack would both just go, "Hi." The only difference is I think Jack would follow. Why are you here?
And all right, and our murder friend,
And the person you constantly struggle to describe.
right?
Hi, I'm Sage, and I'm here to be confused. Over to you, DM. Yup.
don't try
Hello, I am
so
DM Yuck. Apparently, that's my name now. Could have sworn it was Bell. Jokes
Yup.
aside, last time on our wonderful Bleach Soul Warfare, everyone went to a murder mansion and got out of the murder mansion and found out that, holy crap, Junichi's a horrible person.
I mean, I figured.
However, Junichi has made a new breakthrough in his life and subsequently blocked the memory within our wonderful artificially made person who is not here. And that Nobunaga was given a crown that hopefully will help with his injuries.
Yep. And I got the orb back.
Yep, you still have the orb. For just a quick note thing, and yes, we have a couple people not present. There's going to be an off time session and possibly the next one as well, depending on how long this goes. And so, yeah. For now, you all are back at the mansion again, and you're kind of just allowed to do whatever. You're not really needed for anything at the moment.
Who wants to go first?
Silence.
I'm pointing at Jack.
I'm in the ceiling.
All right. Sage is in the ceiling.
Yep.
Could I make progress on my gauntlet armor idea?
Can you remind me of that again? It's been a while since we've had time to look at your projects.
True. That is that is why I asked the question earlier in the group chat if you wanted me to send you what I wanted to do.
Oh, wait, there it is. Field deployable armor from Quincy Gloves.
Yep. I wanted to take inspiration from the armor set that I worked on that Sage eventually stole.
One in a card game.
No, Sage legit just stole it.
No,
Yeah, she did.
I did.
With-
And then when he confronted me, I pretended I didn't know what he was on about.
And I was like, I don't care.
You were like, I don't care, but just don't fuck with me. And I was like, whatever, dude.
It was literally just a no. I like that you stole it. Please tell me what happened.
Yeah.
Has there been any weird things? I made a weird thing. Please give me notes.
Yeah. I was like, I don't care. Just tell me what about this.
I don't know. The problem is I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
I never tried it on.
So what you?
no, I'm in it. That's it. Like, I don't know how. I don't know why. I'm in it.
Oh yeah, I just thought you never used it.
No, she's
No,
in
I've
it.
been wearing it the whole time.
Don't want
She
the
is,
original owner to see it.
Tommy in it. I mean, what?
This isn't Rugrats, dude.
Rude. I love it. All right, let's drag you in there. You are going to need a few things. Those being first a copy of the Quincy gloves from Jiro.
I believe I have one set. One glove?
I think we each have a glove.
No.
Because I know I have one.
Because I remember I made a deal with my captain of my squad if he could provide me with duplicates of said glove.
And mine's in my rope space, which is now a rope house.
I thought your fruit was in the rope space.
No, my fruit is the thing feeding the coin, has the coin under it. That's like the prominent thing. I don't really have any idea for the glove. It's more memorabilia, kind of
Got it. Okay, so you
future
got the glove.
thing.
You'll
Yeah.
obviously need the materials to make a suit of armor. What armor are you making, by the way?
Any armor that I can feasibly. This is just a prototype run.
Okay, so this is just to see if you can. This isn't necessarily being made for you.
Yes, because I want to have it done. I want the first set to be able to then go in any
Okay,
direction I so choose.
in that case, what are your armor efficiencies so I can just figure out what you're most comfortable with?
Light and medium, as well as shields.
Light, medium, shields. Got it. So we're gonna say you're. We're gonna start with. Hold on. I can't remember armor terms all of a sudden. What's the thing that is not leather armor but is light
Chainmail?
armor? No, that's medium.
Hide.
Padded.
Yep.
Okay.
So for the prototype run, padded armor. And I guess you wouldn't put your fruit in, would you? Because you just want to see if you can get the first part done.
Yes, I want to do in steps so that I can feel comfortable.
Okay, so this will cost 2 gold pieces to get all the materials together. And after that, I will need a check with leatherworking tools if you have it,
I can make those tools,
but you do
and
not have proficiency.
nope.
All
But I
right,
do
so
have.
this will be a straight roll at intelligence.
Well, it's not saving throw. It's just intelligence +3. Oh yeah, I do have my room.
Oh!
Can I do it one more time when in my room?
Yeah, your room does give you advantage.
Yay! So much better.
Oh my god. Starting
Okay,
with
yeah.
a 1 is devious work.
You make it. You realize that the glove, though it doesn't look any different, you can feel the weight of it, of what's being held in. But after a while, and messing with basically this weird Soul Society variant of Quincy magic, where you're trying to inlay like the movements of a keto spell, but make it lay there as though it was a trail of the powder Quincy use on the fabric. But after a while, you do manage to get it to work, and you can activate it, and the armor spreads across your body.
Now the question is, does it go back in?
Uh, Let me make a real quick roll. Yeah, it goes back in.
Woo! So that's a prototype down. Anyone else want to do something before I continue?
No, if you're on a roll, bro, keep going.
Yeah. Keep going.
Okay. Um. So how much of the fruit do I have?
Uh, I believe you have one left that is not currently being affected by someone, and I think you have one in the guard. No, that's red. I'm not gonna lie, I've forgotten where most of the stuff is.
Because I know my fruit went into literally making the room.
Yeah,
That's what it did.
I don't think you made a another seed. Let me go check the notes I have on items.
What are the blades? Oh, those are bodies.
Made to make room in basement. Okay, yeah. The only one left is a. No, that one's in. No, that's a different one. You do have a blue-white mixed fruit. That was a mix of you and Show's energy initially, and you've kind of had that in stasis.
Right. Do I know
Are we
anything
saving
about
that one for the thing? Because that would be pretty great. Like,
probably
all right.
probably waiting
Oh,
to use that one for the awakening pot.
you also have. Let me go grab it because I forgot to write this down. If I remember correctly, you have 3 stars,
Yes, yeah, I do remember that.
so you could try working with those instead.
Yeah, and they're kind of more readily available if I can go to Wakamundo. By the way,
Let's.
I do have that magic quote unquote orb from the Hollow Lab
Yeah. Uh.
as well. Nothing special about the Quincy bow. I do have the antidote for the bunny poison. Could I, if I dropped the remaining percent of the antidote into my alchemy jar, could I then continuously synthesizing with the alchemy jar that antidote?
No.
Hmm. What experiments can I run on? What can I do with the Hololab orb?
The orb.
Yeah.
Um. You're not really aware of what it does. You saw Jiro do a ton of fucking tests on it and then get frustrated as hell.
Mhm.
Uh, he claims it somehow is involved with making both him and NATO.
That is why I'm curious.
Yeah.
Because if I could insert it into armor or a weapon, per se, I
He
could
did,
technically.
let's say he did make it abundantly clear he wants to still be able to experiment on that.
Oh yeah, I know.
So,
But if he doesn't get around to it and I use it, meh, I won't have any problems with
Early
that.
birds and worms, baby.
all right,
Don't
you can
catch them
make that
sleeping.
choice.
That's why I want to know what I can do and get away with this orb first. So Tinker check.
Hmm. Well, let me get a look at what tools you got.
Uh, Tinker, Thieves, Smith, Potters, Poison, Cook, and Alchemy supplies.
Okay, so this is
Damn.
going to need a couple things.
Okay.
First will be a Smith tools check to even like work it into the armor.
Oh, I just want to know what I could do with it
Oh, what you can
first.
do with it?
Yeah,
Okay, so
like
you're
set the
running.
ground
You're
rules
running.
for myself
Okay, yeah,
and
yeah.
understanding its properties.
In that case, you're going to need Tinker's tools. You know,
All right, and now straight roll or advantage because I'm in the room.
advantage because you are in the room. Uh, wait, that would cancel out. Yeah, whatever. For it doesn't matter if what you rolled. 23. So yeah, that you roll it and you start moving it like basically through a series of tests. You're moving sphere around, see if you can see anything moving inside. Occasionally you can see your like hear your Zanpakuto spirit basically trying to talk to it. No response. Keeps you prod it, you poke it, it is damn near indestructible from what you can see. And it doesn't seem to passively give off effects. It seems like it's just waiting on something. And you're not sure what the catalyst is, but you are sure that if you find it out, it will have a near instantaneous reaction.
Do I get a feeling that if I insert a soul, say a Zanpakuto soul into it, it would activate.
That is possible. I would like to remind you, you do have access to a series of notes.
Yeah.
Based on the experiments with this.
Yep.
They're hollow degradation, hollow preparation, Zanpakuto spirit fusion, and life artificial.
Yep. I will need time to reread that. So if anyone has anything to do, I can set back on this, or I can continue with something else.
Shay, do you have a plan?
Is he here? No, he's not. He's dealing
No.
with this game.
Okay. Well,
He
oh,
just
he's back.
and headphones are on,
Do you
Hello.
have a plan?
and he's muted.
I am also muted. Yeah, sorry, children's. What's... Oh, it's me?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
Jack
have a plan, now's a good time.
Austin has to do out of character reading.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I think since it's only like a day or two, I can't really do anything too big. Then I'm gonna do the most recent thing that's been a real concern to him is because Show literally just found out that his Zanpakuto used to like to dance and had a dance it used to like to do, but it no longer does that dance.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm so glad you remembered that.
yeah, that's really fucking important to him. So yeah, essentially that's what he's gonna spend his time doing. He's, what is it called, Zanjutsu based anyway, so getting closer with his Zanpakuto is kind of the deal. So yeah, that's what I do. I spend my time trying to figure out if she'll tell me what the dance is, not try to like immediately, oh, that's the dance, you know what I mean? Just to talk about it, see what's up, like maybe,
right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say you're meditating because that's typically how you get here.
Yes, I'm oming so fucking hard.
And you eventually find yourself back in your inner world in the gigantic palace, and your Zanpakuto sphere is just kind of sitting there. And it's the first time you've ever actually seen it sit. It's cross-legged on the floor, all of its various arms just kind of laying there. Not like it's not like, a slack doll. It's just kind of just doesn't really seem to be doing anything, staring off. At least staring as far as you can tell.
I guess both of us take a seat next to it. It's a joke because there's two of me.
What? Oh, hello.
Yeah, fuck around, buddy. I know stuff too. But no, let me get rid of this guy.
There you go. Which one are you going to get rid of?
This one, because I'm not going to be in my... I'm not going combat ready deal. I'm going just regular.
Got it.
And yeah, honestly, just trying to vibe with what I believe is a her, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And and kind of he's a naturally dancey kind of person, so he does sway, you know what I mean? But he's it does suck that there's a dance that you enjoy that someone took that joy from you. I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't get a chance to say it, but it's really important to me that you hear it.
He kind of sits there for a second as you say that and seems to take it in as you see her head kind of look upwards, which looks strange in the long billowing thing she has over her head. weird. And, like, you see her trying to like find a different word and just settles on weird, for lack of a better term. But not bad. You remind me of. Oh no. Caleb just did something in real life. I'm sorry. That's broken now. Uh, you remind me of an old friend. Not just in temperament, but appearance. And you can see she's like speaking even for her with her very forced and seemingly painful way of speaking very slowly as she seems to be recalling something from her past. He was a legend. And then he thought he knew better. The betrayal hurt. And she just goes silent.
Yeah, I kind of get it. Not to that extent, but sometimes you feel like you got people figured out for the good, and then you just kind of find out it's just not what you thought. The people aren't who they had pretended to be for years. Maybe not pretended, just obfuscated, you know? Like it was always there, and it wasn't hidden, but it wasn't on display. I don't know.
I saw what I wanted to see.
Yeah. I think that's kind of the crux of it, isn't it? I mean, I don't know who yours is. That's your business, but right now mine's my mom. What the? Right now mine's my mom. I'm kind of really weird at the house, and all the energy's off, and I just.
You should speak to her. And you see her kind of straighten as she says this. Her more serious and commanding energy, not fully back, but somewhat reigniting. I closed myself from him. It led to his death.
Not.
And then I could no longer speak to anyone. Don't let that happen.
He kind of smiles a bit. That was fair. Feels good to have you to talk to, though.
You give me an intelligence saving throw real quick.
Oh, fuck nuggets. I was trying to avoid that this whole time. Like,
Oh no, if only you were a wizard.
Yeah, right? It's like, oh, what could I possibly do? Do I get advantage or is it straight roll? I don't.
Nah, straight roll.
Bum bum. 24. That's right, 24.
Ah, he's gotten to that age.
Yes. So that's hard for me and how I talk.
Yeah. And for a second there, it looks like she's shuddering, but then you realize it's this weird, raspy laugh. And you hear her go, wish I could say the same.
He falls back on his back with his hand over his heart like he's just been shot. It's like, oh, you wounded me. Kind of like looks up jokingly.
Yeah, and I will say this is the first time you've seen a glimmer of positive emotion from Yasakani. Uh, and you hear her or see her kind of just twist her neck a bit before seeming to look around, almost contemplating something, but she remains quiet and seems to yet again close herself back off. Not defensively, but just, okay, I think I'm done talking.
He kind of hits her with one of these, like, like as a like blood spurt.
Ah, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
no. You see her head visibly turn in confusion. Oh, I see.
Just kind of like sits up. It's like, it's all right. You don't mind if I dance, do you? You don't have to join me, but that's kind of like what I do.
I
And
would like to watch.
sweet, he gets into like his dance flow and kind of that's like his zen within zen. You know what I mean? Like,
So here's my question: is he doing his script dance or a different one?
it wouldn't be the script dance. No,
Okay,
it would be closer to like the
so
blade dance that he does.
isn't that what his blade dance is?
No, the script dance
Because
is
the
what allows me to pull people in.
Yeah, but it also has the passive effect of the +1 AC, so I figured that's what he was always doing.
I haven't been adding that. Because I was never told it did that. All I ever told that it
That
did...
was the first ability.
16
Go.
armor class.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm dumb. Let's continue.
Yeah, no. You do start doing that dance, and give me another intelligence saving throw.
With or without advantage?
Without. Actually, with disadvantage.
Don't do that.
19, so you can get lower.
Did you... Oh, okay, you were... Oh, fuck you, man.
You know, she seems to be watching you. She seems to be enjoying it.
Why did I get dis... I'm the only one that gets disadvantage on their home turf.
Trust me, there's a
Yeah,
reason.
it's
I
fine,
just
I'm
can't
dancing.
explain it.
I'm allowed to be a salty puppy.
Are you though?
Yeah, I can be whatever I want to be.
Until I ban it. No, I'm kidding.
But yeah,
Yeah,
he's
no,
still dancing,
it's
having fun.
fairly. It's mellow but nice.
Yeah, there
Just
you
the
go.
kind of soft enjoyment of each other's company. And with that, I'm going to move over to Sage.
Hiya.
Hi. What you want to do?
How's it going? Um, uh, I don't know, like it's a bit confusing for me still. Like I don't
So, what do you want to know more about? If you want to know more, so like, do you want to know more about the city, your squad? Do you want to know more about specific people, stuff like that?
um I would I would like to know more about my squad.
Okay. So, no, everything broke. Hold on. You got a few options there. Let me
Okay.
get all the way up to squad 2. So, do you want to know about specific people in the squad or what the squad does as a whole?
Can I find out more about why I've been posted to this unit?
Oh, you already know that. It's because you're here to basically spy on them. You are here to tell
Uh,
Soul Society when they're stepping out of line, such as, planning coups.
yeah. Okay. Um,
It's why none of them know where you actually live. They just think you live in the ceiling.
yeah, true. That is true. You know what? Given I'm doing that, why don't I go and do a report? I'm sure I meant to do those.
Oh, yeah, sure. Do you report
Okay.
to your lieutenant or your captain? Because I don't think you've interacted with your captain yet,
I don't
but
think I've
your
interacted with my
lieutenant is
captain.
option. Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
so I'm guessing that's DM for I don't have it right now.
what?
Captain.
Captain? Captain is the person in charge
Yeah.
of your squad.
Yeah. Well, I haven't met them, so unless you
You
haven't
can.
got it, that okay, then that's what I would like to do.
All right, give me a sec while I edit this real quick. What is her name? There it is.
Catalonia Featherty Bottomworth.
Literally.
There's your captain.
Satori. Okay.
Yep.
Um,
And she is currently in the barracks, beating the
okay.
ever living shit out of several members of her own squad in hand to hand
Yeah.
combat.
Um, I watch.
All right. The members around her are unlike you and some of the others you met, head to toe in like normal, uh, basically, uh, ninja outfits. You can only see these a little rectangle around their eyes, and they're all in
Mm-hmm.
hand to hand combat, basically trying to jump her. And she does not seem to be breaking a sweat. She is grabs one that kicks her by the foot, twists them, both twisting their ankle and throwing them into someone else's attack before ducking under that person who is now being sent flying away to hit the other person in the chest 3 times, knocking him into the air before roundhousing him into two other people that were coming at her.
Okay.
And she's
I've got
doing
a
all of
plan.
yeah, she's doing all of this with that fucking expression on her face. She has resting bitch face.
Super hot.
Fair, yeah. Works. I have a plan. How
Hmm?
much of the plan do you want to know? The bit per roll or the whole plan?
What do you mean?
Well, I've got several rolls I need to make for the plan.
I mean, I kind of need to know the whole plan because I'm the
But that's
DM.
why I'm asking. Do you want to know bit by bit or do you want to know the whole thing? If you want to know the
whole
whole
thing,
thing, what I
whole
want to
thing, just so
do,
you can know if you're about to do something dumb or not, because your character would know that.
well, yeah. So first of all, I'd like to do, I guess, either an insight check or a information about do I know what this scenario is? Like, is this training?
Oh,
Is
you don't even need
this
the roll for that. You would know. Um,
okay, cool.
this is training specifically for a section of the second squad whose sole job is to either protect the captain or to attack whoever the fuck the captain says. It is,
Okay.
you know how with Shinigami, the first thing you do is you pull out your sword to fight, and your sword's a really big deal.
Yeah.
In second squad, if the captain draws their sword, that means whoever they're fighting has been given a death mark, and the entire squad is expected to show up and gank a fucker.
Okay. Cool. If I interrupted this training, would I be in trouble?
Oh, interrupted in what way? Like
Well,
joining?
what I was thinking, well, yeah, in a way, what I was thinking is I've gotten since I last saw my captain, who I'm assuming I've met once, but not in
Yes.
game. I was thinking I would stealth and then go for her, and then when and I'll do all the saves and shit. But when it fucks up, I want to decepticate that I was showing her how far I'd come and not that I was actually trying to see if it was possible.
You can
Basically,
definitely
I want
do
to
that.
see if I can
Usually,
do what I did with Shugata's mum
yeah,
and kind of weasel my way out of hell and see if she goes, you've come further than I last saw you. Well done, young one.
yeah.
These guys
You,
are shit.
yeah.
And then we'd laugh about how shit those guys are.
Usually, interrupting this will be a big no-no, but you know Captain Satori does not give two solitary fucks. And in fact, with the exception of her lieutenant, because he does it all the fucking time, tends to just be like, are you doing your job well? Cool. I don't care if you follow protocol or not. In case it wasn't obvious, she is actively not wearing a uniform.
Yeah, that's why I would like to impress her in a slightly different way.
Yes, you can try. Make
okay,
me
cool.
a stealth check.
Okay.
Good luck.
Oh fuck. Oh, whew.
26.
Yeah, we're lucky that was on that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you start to sneak up on her, and you do manage to make it past all the guards. But once you get close, I need to know your AC.
15.
So this would be. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is why I when you were like,
Does a 27 hit?
Yes, I suppose it probably does. However,
However,
my whole thing was that I wasn't trying to land a hit with intention to hurt. I was trying to land any form of hit and try and pull back and decepticate. Like that was always my plan. So do I get any kind of thing I can do to try and do that? Because I've got things like the rabbit hop and stuff.
Not
no uncanny dodge. What about that?
Uncanny dodge, you can probably what's the wording on uncanny dodge?
When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to halve. Okay, then that.
So yeah. I guess it would be a D8 at this point. 10 damage halved.
Okay, so that's 5. That's fine.
And she you see her notice you. And then basically decide that you're part of this now.
Yeah.
So she just goes to kick you away. And you seeing it coming, kind of basically roll with it in order to minimize the damage. And it sends you 5-ish feet away. But she does seem a bit impressed because no one else has been rolling with her punches thus far.
Nice. Okay.
But she does, however, I'm going to tell you right now, just because you know what type of woman she is. She's basically considered you a part of this now, and you're not leaving.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, that's fine because she's not going to kill me, but she will see how far I can go, and that's fine by me. It's my captain.
How long it takes to put you into a body cast?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's more of a look. We see,
you know.
So give me an athletics check at disadvantage.
An athletics check at disadvantage. I'm fucked.
You may make it acrobatics.
Literally not a dex save. You
may make it acrobatics if you wish.
Okay, yeah, fine. But because, athletics was gonna fuck me up. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's die. Yeah.
So you won.
Goodbye, my lover.
Goodbye, my friend.
Actually, wait. Yeah, no, you won by 1 point. She rolled a 3.
Oh, what? Oh, shit.
So you are the last person standing at the end of this onslaught.
Oh my god, I did it.
She comes in halfway through. It's like, yay, I stayed the longest.
And then let me add one more person to this little mix.
Because I have trained fist now as well, so I can. I'm better now.
Hmm?
I want a shoulder. Oh, you gave me that trained fist thing, didn't you? Because I'm trying to get.
Yeah,
I'm
I
trying to
can't
show
remember
her,
what it does.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. It just says catch these hands, bruh. Which I'm assuming means you wrote it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Man, that is undescriptive.
There's got to be more than that.
Wait. Oh, I see. It's an attack.
Yeah,
Okay, it's an advantage to grapple using dex. That's what it is. Okay, cool.
yeah. And then what was the other
Yeah.
one? What is the attack? How much damage does it do?
Flat 3.
Which I believe is your dex mod.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Basically, I made it so you could use dex for unarmed attacks, but didn't give you the monk thing. So yeah, it's this point, everyone's favorite lieutenant walks up. At least I hope he's everyone's favorite lieutenant.
Oh, hi, Mr. Guy.
Mr. Guy. Wow. Rude.
I might not have said technically Mr. Guy, but I might have.
Yeah, at this point, you just hear him walk up and like this small laugh. Well, looks like you might be getting a promotion. You do that well. Oh, and Satori.
I'm not gonna let it distract me. But what I am gonna attempt to do is like allow a notable like smirk, an attempt, and this is an attempt to magic trick a cigarette out of his ear.
Out of his ear?
Those aren't cigarettes.
Yes.
What?
It's that sleight of hand.
Oh,
Like, you know, when they do the
okay.
coin thing.
Yeah, no, I thought you were meaning he just kept cigarettes in his ear, and I was very confused. I thought you were saying you were just going to try and take
I meant
one of his cigarettes.
no, more sleight of hand it out of his ear.
Okay, so make me a sleight of hand check.
Oh fucking boy, I put myself in it now. Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
23.
You do it. You take a cigarette out of his ear, and he's like, "You might want to look behind you."
Yeah, no, I know it's coming.
All you hear as a sudden wave of force blows your hair past your face.
And I'm back in the game, and I'm doing my best not to get killed in the next 3 seconds.
Do you like just start to bunny hop away?
Yeah, I will bunny hop because that's 15 feet and it's a free disengage. But I'll also laugh when I land and say, I did it. I did it. Kung Fu Mummy.
It's at this point you see that she has visibly stopped like an inch from where your head used to be and was just kind of watching. Not bad. Gotta admit, you're one of our better members. So
I feel proud of myself, and I announce that I'm here to do the thing I was even meant to do in the first place.
You announced that you were here to drop off more information.
No, I announced that I'm here to do the thing I was meant to do in the first place.
And that is
things we know and maybe the whole room shouldn't.
Oh.
Yes.
You watch as Takashi walks into a room and Satori just stands there for a second. So you were here on a mission, you decided to kill time fighting me.
No, I wanted to show you that it was wise to put me with that team, and that I've learned things by being with that team, and tell you more about what I've experienced.
You watch she like blinks at you, then seems to have a realization and also goes into the other room.
Nice.
But yeah, and as I assume you follow in.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You can see Takashi is kind of has taken off his hat and he's kind of just dusting it off. Seems very relaxed, while Satori is her usual stoic self, but closes the door behind you once you enter and looks you dead in the eye, which Satori does not tend to do to people.
Nice.
You're aware I didn't place you on this mission, right?
I'm not aware.
The Central 46 specifically requested you. You're their favorite member.
Oh. Oh, that's nice. Aw.
And you hear Takshi from the back of you go, yeah, honestly, we didn't think you were part of the squad for a while. We just thought you were the lapdog.
Oh, I have no idea, like, where I'm going, what's happening. People just tell me to do things, and I stab who I stab.
And that's why they like you. You see Takshi just looks... He's not mad, he's disappointed. It is the disappointed parent look.
But Kung Fu Daddy, I'm trying my best.
Is that what you say?
Words to that effect, potentially not the word daddy, potentially not the word Kung Fu.
No. Make a
I don't
wisdom
know
saving-
enough about Bleach to, like, do that aspect of
Right
the
now,
roleplay, and
you
I'm
are-
just trying my
You are
best.
in a military organization. You are talking to your commanding officer and their second in command.
Yes.
That's
Okay,
it. It don't need to be more complex than that.
Okay, military structure, cool. Because
Yes.
that doesn't really appear as much in the show. Like,
What
it
you
really
mean?
doesn't. It does early on, and then it just kind of disappears.
True.
yeah, like
Like legit.
It's
second
really
they
important, and then it's like more of
the
a fuzzy
second they
guideline.
become-
you
the-
know,
the
like
second they
get
become-
patchy.
Yeah. Yeah, as villains, they are this highly regimented organization of military strength. The second they are good guys, they stop paying attention to the regulations. They start being more chill and just all this shit.
True. That's
but
literally
yeah.
what's happening in the like Bleach anime right now.
Yep.
But anyway, let us continue with our
Yes.
own bleaching.
I'm not going to make a joke. It popped into my head.
Yeah, so I'll talk more in I wasn't aware of who had assigned me because from my understanding, which could be wrong, I was told to go to them via the captain structure, and therefore I wasn't sure where my exact orders were from. And I'll say, like,
In this case, it is from Central 46. This is Satori speaking.
so
How-
they'll probably just ask me when they need me then.
Yes, but updates will
Yeah.
help cure their unmitigated paranoia. She says with a very visible amount of annoyance.
In
So-
well, yeah.
What have you learned?
I show her like the flexibility of my joints has improved. Like I literally show her like subhuman feats or whatever, like where I'm like doing double jointed shit, but I'm really happy about it. And I'm like, and I show her how I get into ceilings now and how good at getting out the ceiling I've gotten. And
You
and I
see her look
and-
more and more confused. I'm
And
sorry,
Mommy,
did-
look what I could do.
Did we
no,
jump
literally that is what's
subjects?
happening.
Did we jump subjects? I thought we were talking about what you learned from your squad, and she puts that in giant quotation
Oh.
marks.
Oh, well, because you just told me that was 46, you could. Oh, God. Hold on. Okay. I mean, one
The
thing I'm
orders
definitely.
come from them, but you report to us so that you're not constantly walking into the disciplinary building. That
Okay.
would look bad.
Wait, so why are you. No, okay, just focus. So,
What is confusing
Yeah,
you, so I can clarify?
no, I'm not confused anymore, but it's only been now that I'm not confused. It's fine. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to tell them like absolutely nothing to do with the coup stuff, obviously. But I am going to tell them that I suspect that there is unrest within some of the captains from how I've seen how they treat the squads. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I'm going to try and see, insight checky wise maybe, what side these guys are on. Because I don't know right now. I don't know how any of our leaders think about it. We only know we know there's a divide, we know there's a few on each side. We don't know how
So
many yet.
what's the
So I'm gonna
what are you trying to figure out? How
I'm
they
trying
feel
to
about
see,
Central 46 or about the other
yeah, and like if
captains?
there was a coup, I'm not saying there is a coup, but if there was a coup, would that be something they would be hostile towards, or like try and suss out their alliance?
Okay, I need a deception check first.
Okay. 21.
That is a 21. Okay. Uh and then I need a insight check followed.
Okay. 18.
18. Okay, yeah. You begin to spin this tale about how you've noticed unrest between the factions, and you kind of manage to basically paint the coup not in terms of everyone versus Central 46, but
Mhm.
rather uh Central 46 potentially having an issue with the Vanguard squad and lines being drawn there based on allegiances.
Mhm.
And they both seem entirely unbothered by this. Not a surprise when your squad is a bunch of assassins. But they
Yeah,
just
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
shrug and go, that's what Omitsikudo's for.
It's amazing.
And as they as she says that, she notices your confusion, and you see Touch go, oh right. We never gotten a chance to assign you there. Come here, let me show you. And he
Okay.
just instantly flash steps away, expecting you to follow.
Yeah, I follow.
And he leads you off into not the forest Zanny is from, but a different one. And as you
Mhm.
go deeper and deeper, and you eventually find this gigantic rounded building,
Mhm.
where you see a familiar face. Let me grab her now because Satori is no longer a part of this.
Okay.
Do you still have Satori's thing up, by the way? Because you might notice a change.
Oh, I didn't. It's okay. I think I can click on her.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, I can't. She's not on the thing.
Give me a sec.
Okay.
You notice a familiar face.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And she's kind of just sitting there at the door. Oh, hey, boss, what's up? Oh, hey, turns out our friend here's never been to meet Scudo before. Figured I'd give her a tour. And she's like, oh yeah, sure. Just you know the rules. Explain them to her. I'm on it. Don't tell your lieutenant what to do. And you can see she's clearly just fucking with him. And you watch he turns, he goes, all right, well, first things first. I need you to take your Zanpakuto and leave it at the door.
Uh, do I know if that's a normal thing?
That is
Because like I did
exceedingly
the
unnormal.
prison thing, right? And the prison thing was
Uh, as far as you're aware, because you've never been here before, uh,
Mhm.
just being told to not have your Zanpakuto is unheard of. You're practically married to the damn thing. You sleep with it, you train with it, you meditate with it. Zanpakuto is always there.
Okay. Uh, can I be like, oh well, I'll put it next to yours?
Yeah, you watch. He does the same thing.
Okay, yeah. If the lieutenant's doing that, then I'm not gonna like take the
Yeah,
piss of their informality. You know what I mean? And
yeah, and just all
yeah.
right, cool. Welcome to the top secret, the most secret prison in all Soul Society. What you said,
Oh, I
what you
would like to
see
draw
does
a
not
little
live
heart on
here.
my. Hold on. I would like to draw a little heart on my Zanpakuto just so it knows that it's going to be okay because it can't hear, so
Give
it
me
doesn't know.
an intelligence saving throw.
Oh shit! Boop. 11.
You feel no response.
That's fine.
And as he enters and you hear the words, "It's what you see in here, you tell to no one." And the doors close behind you, and we're going to cut back to Jack.
Okay.
So there wasn't really much on the core.
So you, through these, you realize that the core is used, especially in life artificial.
Yeah, that I got. It, but it didn't say like anything on cores or like that. It's more like a point of binding, if anything.
Mm-hmm. That
So
is what it is, yeah.
I had the idea of, instead of inserting it into anything, make a hollow blade out of it, or make a hollow blade with it, and use myself as the quote unquote body, and that the core, the other half.
I don't think you've researched how hollow blades are made yet.
True.
You also don't know how Asuichi are made either, because that's kind of Zero Squad.
I'm missing a lot of information, but I am making plans.
Yep. So I will say, as you try and map out the hollow blade thing, you do have the realization: where the fuck do Asuichi come from? It's just been such a casual thing in your experience as a Soul Reaper that it never popped into your head. But you know you have no answer right now. If you want, you may make a Arcana check to see if you can figure out who would have answers.
And not making this with advantage.
No, you're not.
Yep. This does not involve tools. 7. Nope.
If someone knows, they haven't told you.
Yep. Hmm. So I'm gonna start pulling out the bodies and seeing how they were made in conjunctions with the notes, because they go about and I do have one of each of the bodies, even the overseers. They go, the notes go over combining them, separating them into different uh quantities, than the cores and the bodies, and then reusing said materials to try and get a better result, which resulted in these, but don't ultimately make sense to me.
Testing. Testing.
I can hear you.
Okay. Where
I
did
hear
I
you.
last cut off?
You didn't say anything.
Wonderful. Okay. You basically sit there for a while and you have the realization of either you are missing something so basic that if you ask anyone, they're going to call you a fucking idiot, or this is such a big secret that it doesn't matter who you ask, you are not being told anything. You do, however, know that yes, it is most likely used as an anchor point. And uh it's an anchor point. It's used to put something in something else, usually, and hold it there.
All right. So dead end on that front. I'm pretty sure I didn't get the notebook that hollow preparation failure is talking about in preparing the soul for holification.
Notebook attached, you should have access to it.
Okay.
Yeah, the only notebook y'all didn't get was the Overseer's notebook.
True. Uh, so for the potions idea to actually make it quote unquote actual real, could I work on that? Do I have to work on that, or could I spend time on other things?
What do you mean?
The potions idea instead of
Oh,
making to make it quote
you
unquote.
just have that.
Oh, okay. So that's good
We
then.
haven't implemented it yet, but once it does, it's going to be like just immediate automatic, as if you've been doing it the whole time.
Okay.
Because you're replacing a class feature, and you shouldn't have to train to fix a class feature.
Make it story wise out. Make it interesting, you know. But um, so for the next part, working on the armor to further it. So everything is with the prototype, it is completely functional and working as intended, no hiccups, and I can repeat the process with the glove and that padded armor prototype as many times as I want to, right?
The prototype, yes.
Okay,
What's the other thing you were asking about? I did not catch it.
I wanted to further that project into its next step of
Okay.
making it quote unquote better.
Okay. So, first, in what way are you going for the better armor or
Better armor first and foremost, if I can,
okay?
because defensive wise, if I this will be a boost to the whole squad.
All right. So here's the first question. Armor, are you going with are you staying in light or are you moving to medium?
If I well, I don't. I have a working prototype for the light armor style, so medium armor, I would say.
All right. Here are your options. Hide, chain shirt, scale mail, breastplate, half plate.
Uh, well, the higher. Let's go with for now just the. Uh,
No, you will be paying.
yeah, I figured. For now, let's go with hide
Yeah.
because that's the cheapest uh set of armor I could
Okay.
possibly.
5 gold pieces. Make sure you subtract those and give me a smithing tool or a leather worker again, because hide. So yeah, straight roll, add intelligence. You have advantage.
Okay. Roll advantage. Oh, 17.
All right. Yeah, you make it. It takes a bit longer this time, just because you're going from padded, basically cloth to actual hide, which is a pain in the ass to get a hold of, and B just tends to be kind of or it's kind of like hard to work together,
What
especially when you're
kind
not
of
used to
hide
these
is hard
things.
to get?
Well, when your society doesn't work on
Animals are there to
hide.
kill.
Yeah.
As
Think
long as
about it.
it's not beast people, I'm cool with it.
What other beasts are there?
Beast men, there's a whole territory for them.
Well,
And
so the beast men aren't beast people. You racist. Actually, that's genderist.
Hold on a sec.
Get
There's multiple ways to be
oh,
part animal.
get
Uh,
gendist.
um, I don't know what I am. I might be a beastman. I might not be. You know,
Yeah.
like let's
Uh,
not judge why people have rabbit ears. That's all I'm saying.
let's
And who can't give hide? Like human hide.
uh,
There's got to be plenty of that.
I mean, Ed Gein.
yeah, no, joke aside. Yeah, you manage to craft together. It yet again works again, deploys quickly. There's nothing.
no.
Am I back now?
Now you
Yes.
are.
When did I cut off?
After the armor completes, the
Yeah, there's nothing really special or magical about it. It's just deployable armor, uh, but it works.
all right.
I do note, however, that
Oh, there he goes again. Is it the internet, the computer?
His cord, maybe?
I don't know.
Are you using the
Is it
external
the
microphone?
headphone cord or something? Yeah.
Right? Like, it's.
It's this computer. It's an old janky laptop. It's what I got.
Okay.
Oh,
And
So,
everything's frozen again.
oof.
oh no.
Do you have too many things open?
Possibly.
Remember that each window of Chrome is like a whole piece of software in its own right.
I'm
Yeah.
using Mozilla.
Yeah, I'm just saying like tabs count as
Yeah,
like different software windows
I'm closing
and stuff.
tabs.
Right? Yeah. Because trust me, like me and my fucking solid state drive right now, we're having the same problem.
Goodbye, clip paint. I might work on you later.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Beth is only
Goodbye,
now
friend.
starting to be on her way.
Okay, anyways. So yeah, you have made hide armor that is deployable.
So I have the 3 gems. Could I make a... Now, this is going crossed, quote unquote, subclass for me.
Mhm.
Because the only way I can explain is power, mark armor power cores with the gem.
Potentially, from your experiments with both, you've done more with the uh fruit, but from the couple of times you've gotten to use it, including on the fruit, the big difference between the two is the star seeds tend to um enhance what is already there, while the fruit takes on the abilities of what is around it.
So I'm going
That's
to
why
more.
you had that one mega fruit that you then turned into a whole ass fucking root.
Yep, which I fed the first gem I had to the. No, I fused the fruit into the gem.
You fused the gem into the fruit. You had placed it inside where the seed would normally be, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and then the fruit just morphed into the seed, kind of. I think.
It morphed into the room. You tried to keep it in an area in order to keep it under
Isolate it,
control
yeah.
and isolate it, and then it just went fuck you.
Yeah.
You basically have the basement looks normal, but then there's this one fucking corner that you built that has TARDIS logic.
Yep. I need to see if I can't make a secret exit of this to this place. That's another thing.
Yeah.
So I cannot make some sort of core using either of them or both of them together.
You could place it against the sphere and see what happens.
Yeah, but I only have one of them.
Yeah.
And I don't know the whole working of the core, and that's a big if. You know what? Fuck it.
You're gonna try and fuse it with the core.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a
Big
small
dick
little table in the
energy.
middle.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna make a table in the middle. I'm
Yep.
going to put them on either side and then hopefully control the room from outside through the blast window.
You do have to be in the room to work with it.
Shit.
If not, your Zonpak Toe Spirit will be doing it, and your Zonpak Toe Spirit is not as good at tools as you are. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Ooh.
Are you comfortable with this?
I'm going to then make a blast container around the thing and then have hands go, quote unquote, hands go down so I can control them. Would
All right.
that do anything?
You're trying to fuse them.
Yes, without
it
my hands
takes a
being in
bit. Yeah, it takes a bit. You're trying mushing them together, nothing's really happening. But then you remember uh that Junichi once brought up that you could use them to kind of make portals, and when he did it, he motioned like he was crushing it. And so you get this idea of crushing it and then just sprinkling the gem's remnants upon the uh item or on the orb, and the orb just absorbs it as though it suddenly had pores before returning to a very smooth texture.
Hmm.
And it just kind of sits there for now.
Man, why do everything I work with end up having some sort of non-Newton flaws applied to it?
Non what?
Non-Newtons. Like the that fluid that you can punch?
What?
Oobleck.
There's a
It's when you mix cornstarch and stuff together. Oobleck. It's a non-Newtonian liquid.
Yeah, non-Newtonian. There we go. That's the word I was looking for.
non-Newtonian. Okay. I'm not doing this on purpose for what it's worth, but okay.
Oh no. If you genuinely basically there's some fluids that have different properties, right? They're technically like glass, okay? So glass is a super cooled liquid. It's not technically
A
a
solid.
true solid, yeah. And you can also superheat liquids so they like explode and shit like that. One of the weird properties of fluid is non-Newtonian liquids. And non-Newtonian liquids get harder and put up more force against stuff that puts force into them. So it literally reacts to the level of force applied to the liquid.
Yep.
Yeah.
It can literally
Cool.
act as a liquid until force is applied. And then
Yeah.
it
So
just
if you
becomes
drop
rigid.
something in, yeah, exactly. It's what makes
So, like-
custard and stuff so thick.
So like that's basically what every single bio gel outfit thing in sci-fi is.
Pretty much, yeah.
In a way,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the basis of it.
The
And
difference is that a real non-Newtonian liquid wouldn't actually absorb any of the force, right? Because it would essentially be like putting a book between you and a fist, but like a thin book that molded to the shape of the hand slightly.
Yeah.
It wouldn't technically work, but
Unless
it is
it's-
the concept.
unless it's synthesized to do that specific.
Yeah. Cool. I did not.
Yeah,
mean to
I'm
do
sure
any
if
of
you
that.
had like a honeycomb structure that it was filled in, then it would be incredibly strong to do or some shit. But like that would be incredibly labor intensive or something. But
By the way, that was the first thing that I thought of, but couldn't speak of when I first entered my soul world.
Mm.
oh,
Because it was just all black liquid that moved in certain ways, but acted in unnatural fluid motions. That's why I was thinking
Yeah,
that.
you are, though I didn't mean to, you are essentially ship in a bottle, but it's instead of a bottle, it's a bunch of mirrors and you're refracting the light around you to see what happens. That's what your inner world is.
Hmm.
It is a scientist's best friend, a thing I can endlessly toy with and experiment on. But yeah, at this point, I'm going to say you're aware that it's going to take time for those visible effects. And you're also aware that once you leave, that blast door is going away. So if you're going to leave, you better leave quickly.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
He's made a nuke.
Of course. Yeah, why
The
not?
mansion's gonna go. The mansion's gonna be gone.
Sweet.
Your switch was used to make the nuke.
Seems far-fetched, but okay.
We all know switches are made out of Nintendium, which is one of the strongest things on Earth. We needed that for the nuke.
You know, no arguments. Nintendium is very prime material for all sorts of things.
I kind of want to make that an actual thing you could do.
Nintendium.
Hey man, I'm trying to get a
Destroy
gun.
your switch for more
He's like,
power.
I'm just trying to make a gun.
But yeah,
I laugh in Seto.
what that does, I'm going to have to run by, weirdly enough, you and Valen later, because I have an idea, but it might step on Valen's toes, and I don't want to do that.
I'm fine with it.
Figure it out. Huh?
But yeah, for now, we're actually going to cut over to Shogata. You have at this point awoken from your thing. Your Zanpakuto spirit seem to enjoy it.
And you miss your gaming device. It's no longer there.
It's like, fuck is my Switch? And you just hear a big mad Shogata storming through the fucking.
Yeah, we're fucking with you.
I figured.
But yeah.
I can't remember who, but Show's got like a girlfriend, not like a girlfriend, but like a lady friend type of situation.
Oh,
Pow
Chiaki.
I think so. Like I chilled with like my head in her lap and stuff, and
Yeah.
her.
Hold on, let me get to your squad. Where is your dad?
Oh wait, that's probably what I should be.
Chiaki.
Yeah, Chiaki.
You're gonna go see her?
Gonna just go see her, and basically you can tell like he's doing everything he can to like avoid going home, even though that's probably what this is gonna end up with. To be fair,
I'm trying to avoid doing the exact thing my Zanpakuto spirit told me to do.
Oh wait, that's right, it did. Never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to my mom. Never mind. I'm heeding the words of my.
Just put Chiaki into a thing. Okay, fuck me, I guess.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
I'm gonna apologize. Because my files are on my old computer. I don't have access to your mother. That's what she said.
But yeah, still, this is me, madre.
Yeah. You do a little dance. You shake a little butt. You get down the night.
That's my mom.
No,
I'm
sorry.
an orphan, and I know that's wrong.
You don't know that. What the fuck did I do to my sheet? Sorry, I seem to have broken the Bleach character sheet, and I don't know how. Anyways, you go in there, and she is kind of. I assume you're looking for your mom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You go into your house, and she's not there.
Well, no, actually, I didn't go to the house.
Oh, you go to. Oh, yeah, she's the captain now.
I would go to the barracks.
So you would have to go to the barracks. I forgot about that entire subplot.
Kind of a big deal for me, but okay, continue.
Look.
You gotta. I'm just picking. I'm picking. Just.
You end up eventually finding she is currently basically dealing with a stack of paperwork. And very much so just doesn't notice you. You don't feel like it's malicious. It's just, it's been forever since I've been a captain. Scream. Do you do anything to make your presence known?
Kind of. He doesn't know what to say, so it's more or less like not all it's cracked up to be, is it?
Yeah, you say it and you watch as her eyebrow arcs, and she visibly gets excited because my kid's here, and then you can immediately see her remember her position and yeah, it's not.
Yeah. Like, you know how awkward this is, right? Like, let's just put it out.
Yeah. She just looks at him and goes, "Yeah, I know you're used to seeing your father here."
Yeah, it's not. You understand? It's deeper than that, right? Like, it's awkward to go home. It's awkward to be in the barracks. Like, the only place that's not awkward is in my little Vanguard hovel. Because that is how he fucking sees it, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like, and I know this is a very big change. Your father chose to stand on a hill he shouldn't have stood on. I know it's hard to believe, but he can be overly sentimental.
kind of takes a breath and like pushes the door closed and like kind of goes and positions himself between the papers. He's like, I know what we are, and I want to talk about it.
I'm pretty sure I said I didn't want to talk about it.
That's super fucking great. Mom kind of like catches himself, like he's built up a lot of like energy for this conversation. This is affecting me now. This is affecting my likelihood of survival and the immediacy. I don't know how to explain that in a way you'll understand, but the more you hold out on me, the better chance you have of not having me.
You see her. She has pretty much put the paperwork down, and very clearly you have her full attention. And she closes her eyes for a second and takes a deep breath, and looks at you and goes, that subject has a lot of pain attached to it. And I'm going to be honest, I don't have the maturity to talk about it without it getting very pointed. And I don't want you to think any of what happened is your fault, because it isn't. But I'm going to make comparisons. And it will sound like I'm saying you haven't struggled, but I know you have. But it's just
only fucking recently. I have lived a very easy life. I've been to the fucking 80th section. I see how fucking people live. I know how blessed I am. I know my struggle is, by perspective, entirely minuscule. Come on now. I fucking killed for these people. I have almost died a number of fucking times. Don't treat me like a kid. Because while I am your kid... And he kind of like clasps his hands together and pulls and kind of starts to open, like he's just angry. He starts to open a portal to his space. It's like, I'm not a fucking child anymore. I can go places. I can do things. And he starts creating essentially a portal to his home away from home. It's like, so have the conversation, but let's do it in a place where you can feel like you can speak freely. Because as far as I can tell, no one in there but me. Ever. And no one in there I don't want. Ever.
you can see she takes a bit to just kind of take in the fact that you can just make that. And she nods for a second. And she almost looks hesitant to go. And if you want, you can make a investigation.
Ooh.
To kind of, or not investigation, insight.
No, you're right the first time. Right the first time.
I said the wrong thing. It began with an I.
Damn
I
it.
swear I know English. It's the only language I know. But yeah, you can make an insight, try and figure out more, but at the moment she's kind of just staring.
No, I don't figure anything out.
Yeah, no, she just looks uncomfortable. And you...
Whatever. He's like full. He's already like, I've kicked this fucking hive open. It's happening. Like, I'm gonna get stung. There's only so mad you could be.
She's not mad. You can tell that, but it's a look you haven't seen on her face before. And you see she is having, even with the failed insight, to calm herself right now, very similarly to someone having a panic attack, but a bit more muted.
All right.
And she looks at you and motions for you to go first.
Yeah, he kind of just like steps, like he just backs into it, so he disappears into that like dark space while looking at her, like making that eye contact.
And you watch as you see her fingers go through. You can give me a perception check if you would like to try and see what she is doing.
I know she's trying to figure that shit out. 22?
You notice she's making the same motion that uh Chica made when she made the shadow dimension.
Oh.
But she's doing it in inverse. It seems like she's trying to close it.
Oh, shit.
And once you see that she does it and it doesn't work, you see her hand kind of relax. And it's then that you realize she thought you were trying to send her there.
Oh, shit. All right, I get it.
And as she walks through, she is visibly crying, but relieved.
Yeah. He's like, he has this like serious face with like really like, oh my god, my mom's crying eyes. Like, he's trying to like man it up.
Yeah. Which also, with that perception, you notice that your plant has grown
Oh, nice.
into like a mini bonsai tree.
Oh, sexy. That'll give me something to work on.
Yeah.
And
The Quincy coin is currently hanging from a vine that makes it kind of look like a Christmas decoration.
that was to see if I break down. I do not. Emotionally. What is the plant? Sorry. Oh, his thing happened to. He'll be back in a minute, folks. I hope you're enjoying the drama. Save that drama for your mama. I did. This short break is brought to you by Vagabond Gaming.
How y'all doing on
Bringing
time?
you short breaks.
Right, bringing you unscripted short breaks from our unscripted show in a nondescript location.
There goes Bell.
He's out.
Yeah, he's out.
Fuck.
It is almost 6, by the way.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I got.
Is that a bad time?
No, for
Go
you.
on.
You said you had things at 6.
Yeah. You
No,
said
I just said I don't want it to end too long past midnight. And it's
Oh,
11.
Oh, okay.
So-
We misunderstood. All right.
Six
I was
yesterday. On Thursday, I swear 6 was like midnight.
Mm.
Anyway, sorry, the time zones gets me sometimes. But yeah, I mean midnight.
I miss days.
Like after that, I get a bit
Mm.
choppy.
Or like I just don't know what day it is.
When you're so bad at role playing, your DM abandons you mid.
It's like I don't like that.
Like, I'm sorry,
just
can't do it.
thing.
I mean, I'm just being a mad scientist down in my basement.
And I know. Oh, for
I-
all my
okay,
hundreds of
I
billions of
wanted to-
people, make sure you go check out. Fucking King Recon do his thing for the Reverie. He actually deserves
Oh
it.
shit, yeah. Yeah, he fucking does. It was really cool that they did that. I'm
Like
really
some
glad.
people, I'm like, fucking why? But not this dude.
That's
I will say he's repping the Valen fit right now with that picture. I'm throwing that out. Like that's, and I appreciate the representation.
I feel like claiming something that's very
Common is the key to
well,
success.
not even just
yes.
that, but like it's also kind of other people's bit as well.
Nope.
Like
Nope. You got to claim it for your own, and then everybody else is a hater and fake, and you're the only authentic one. It's working.
look, I'm not saying that that's not common. I'm not saying that people don't do it. I'm just saying that I personally,
That's fair.
I am actually going to also smoke though. because this
How
is-
dare you? When he gets back, we probably have a little more role playing to do, and then go about your thing. So you can go smoke, and we'll be here. I had to go take care of stuff, and Beth came home, help her in.
Yeah. Oh, that's before I forget though.
Mm-hmm.
Austin.
Yeah.
With the secret entrance.
Mhm.
Was there something I remembered you said? You said how did I do you mean how did I get in the room or how did I get in the suit? And I'm starting to think, what if you meant how did I get in the room? And what if I know the secret entrance? Because that's how I got the suit.
The suit wasn't in this in this. I did that back in 12th Squad,
Oh.
and then I gave it out to the person who wanted the suits. Thus, you go in. Thus, I remember how it worked out was you went into that guy's house unknowingly that it was his, also the guy that I just gave armor to,
Yeah.
and stole that armor.
Yeah, probably.
The secret passage was me trying to figure out if I could make a secret passageway out from my new quote unquote lab out to the outside of the house so that I could quote unquote book it if something happened.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. No, the only reason I wondered is because I thought maybe that was the solution. But I didn't get it there. I only got told I had the armor. No one even told me what it was. That's why I didn't know what to say when you asked in character, because I didn't have answers.
All I know is that it's an armor infused with fruit.
Yep. And now I have 15 AC. And you know exactly who I'm looking at. Don't you try. Like, earlier when you were like, oh my god, I had another AC this whole time. I wanted to slap you. Like, genuinely. Like, I can't physically hit you, and I am so angry about it. I've never been so angry that I can't physically hit you in my life.
Listen,
like, our whole
that
friendship,
me...
there have been times, but nothing tested me like that. Listen,
now that I have my 28 in my AC, I feel whole again.
Look, you are a problem, and I just need you to see yourself. I don't mind you being a problem, but I need you to see yourself.
He'll be the first to die.
He'll be the first to die. I have been on a number of occasions.
Yes,
Yeah, that's the funniest bit.
that's the thing. Is just every boss you all run into has an ability called "fuck Shogata" specifically.
Yeah,
and it's called.
If he comes in with a different character, it's fine. If it's Shogata, Shogata dies.
Yeah, it's really messed up.
You
how
say
many times.
this, but it's not even that. It is always Valen's character.
Show's gotten crit like fucking 4 times.
It's not even just Show. It's
Speaking
also,
of, I don't know where I cut off, but I need you to make me a strength save. For no, I'm kidding.
You cut off
where did I
at
cut off?
Bonsai Tree.
Okay, there's a Quincy coin. Your Quincy coin is hanging from it via a vine, like a Christmas tree ornament.
Oh, that's sexy. That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Now that frustration is over, yeah, I guess she walks in. She's kind of looking around the area.
Yeah, it's exactly what you'd expect. It's like lavish and highfalutin, Parisian fuck palace kind of deal.
Yeah, I remember how you described it, and she is taking that in because not what she was expecting.
It's a very comfortable place.
Quite a lot of color here.
Sometimes
you see her kind of visibly swallow, trying to basically brace herself for what's coming. All right, give me somewhere to start.
I say we start where it begins. It's usually a pretty good place to start at the beginning. Why would anything be my fault? That was a weird thing to say. It made me very curious.
The way anytime I think of what happened, I think of how no one else has experienced that. The only person who has is Chica and a few others. But I don't talk to them because I don't want to think about it. It's because of that, the only way I can ever relate it is, well, you have never seen the entirety of the Shinigami race die. And some people have taken that in the past to mean that I blame them. And I didn't want that to happen with you.
At this point, it doesn't matter who or what I blame. It is what it is, and it can't... It just is what it is for now.
All right.
Come on, Mom. I'm a
And
big
you're
boy.
wanting to know about your powers, your heritage, what happened.
How
There's
did
a
you...
lot to cover.
All right, how did you and Dad get together?
Well, I was walking around, and then I died. And I came here. And there was this sweet boy who was trying his best to help people who were dealing with the culture shock of, yeah, by the way, those guys you keep fighting, yeah, you have to deal with them now. And so, at first, I was guarded around him. He was trying to help. And we just kept meeting. Eventually, he said that a good way for me to ensure safety would be to join the Shinigami, which I laughed at in his face. And he laughed back.
And Sho's gonna smoke weed in front of his mom for the first time now.
Visibly staring. Just
He does the same motion. Just keep going. This is my house.
squint.
Yeah,
And
he's
she's,
wanted to do that since he learned he could make this place.
All right. No, not usually a good idea to be petty when you're trying to get someone to open up.
Sorry, I just listened to My House, My Rules for like 100 years.
Fair, but maybe like have that be the joke at the end.
Okay,
You just
I'll
like
take that lesson.
she understands why you did it, but like, sweetie,
Okay, I
now
jumped
is
the gun.
not the time.
I've been holding it back. I thought I waited. I didn't. So that didn't work.
Yeah, so I joined, and turns out having several years of using reishi before any of these people even knew what it was meant I was a step ahead of everyone. And eventually I ran into a couple other Quincy's who also were in the same scenario. We all trained together. Chica guided us, of course, given that she was the one who was there longest. She was already a captain by the time I joined. And pretty soon I was in your father's squad. And then I was a seat beneath him. And then I was his lieutenant. And we got close with the captain. You remember back when he would visit. And eventually, of course, they passed. And I and your father had both achieved Bankai at the same time. So it was decided in a duel. Your father did a rather dirty tactic of proposing mid-fight. But I still won. And after that, I was captain, he was lieutenant, and we were also married. And eventually, we found out we were going to have a kid, and I decided I was really tired of barking orders at people and wanted to just go back to the life I used to have of just living in a house and having a family.
And barking orders at
So-
one person.
To be fair, you were being a little shit.
As I generally happen to be.
She does kind of reach out and like kind of pat your head, and you can see she's sort of recovering from the emotional whiplash of I was not fucking ready for today she had earlier. And She smiles. And, well, the rest you kind of remember. Father became captain when I was gone. Chiaki eventually showed up.
Why didn't... No, that's a dumb question. I know why I wasn't told. Not gonna waste time with that.
Honestly, just wasn't important.
But it was important enough for Father to teach me the fundamentals of Quincy combat through spells.
Like I said, your father is sentimental. He was heartbroken when that whole incident happened. I don't think you were old enough to remember. Out of character. You were.
Oh,
You
all right,
distinctly
so...
remember. You distinctly remember the argument. We've
Okay.
gotten to quite a fight over it, and he said it was immoral. I said it was necessary. And of course,
God damn it. Getting so good. And then somebody hits the pause button on the DM. Belle, are you back?
I am going to scream. I am going to scream again.
I'm sorry.
Where was I when you last heard me?
Fuck my brain. Anybody else remember? Because I don't remember the words, but I remember the context.
You were talking about the choice to be a childcare instead, and that your dad had an argument with your mum, which you remembered. And...
yeah. So you had he felt it was wrong to simply murder people for not agreeing and then instantly killing them once they showed up. But, well, the world was going to end if we didn't. We didn't have much of a choice. It hurt, yes. My entire people and culture are basically gone at this point, but said culture was trying to kill everyone. Whether they had good intentions or not doesn't matter. If your goal is to save your people, but you destroy the planet you live on, then you're just dooming them with extra steps. I didn't find out he had made those spells until you used them. And you weren't there for it, but there was quite the conversation when he got home. Your dad wants to preserve it out of respect. Even if he did agree with me that they needed to go, I think he still would have tried the museum thing. Which apparently he's very close to opening.
That's pretty cool. Alright, now about my powers. I can feel myself touch them, but I can't feel myself use it. It's this, like, playing a harp with loose strings. You can touch the strings, but they won't make sound.
I get what you're trying to say, but honestly, I don't know how to help you. I know how to train a Quincy who doesn't know they have Quincy powers, but I don't know how a Shinigami interacts with that. It could be you're just able to mimic it, but I don't know how it would work. I don't want to keep living my life based around this one event.
Well, it seems like this conversation was bound to happen eventually. Regardless of what you wanted or what was best or whatever. There ain't too much that stays hidden forever.
Yeah.
Listen, I understand it's super complicated, and I can't really talk about the situation I'm in right now. Not even here. But do you think you could give me the names of the other Quincy's other than you and Shika?
You see her visibly close upon mentioning that. At this point, that is the list. The others didn't like what was going to happen. And give me an intelligence saving throw real quick.
Golly. Boopity boop boop scoopy doo. The fuck nugget, man! It like knocked off the 19. Sorry, doesn't matter. 9.
You don't feel it.
I'm a big old dum dum.
You can see her kind of just. You begin to feel something from your Zanpakuto, and then it immediately fades. There's not enough time. It's just like a blip on a radar. And your mother just kind of looks around the room again, but looks back towards the entrance. I could take you to their graves. That's about it.
It'll be good to know where they are.
All right. Follow me.
Sure.
And with that, we're going to cut back to Sage before my internet cuts out again.
Oh yeah.
Sage, you are walking around the strangest prison you've ever seen because no one's in cells or cuffed up. They're just walking around.
Okay.
Some of them are crafting stuff at tables. Others are playing games.
Okay.
And everyone seems pretty chill. I would like to ask, what is your passive perception real quick?
Yeah. 19.
All right. You don't notice it then. As you're walking around, Takashi begins explaining to you, basically, just in case you don't have it up still. Yep. Basically begins explaining to you the purpose of the Omitsukudo. So to put it simply, sometimes we find out that there are people who could potentially become Soul Society level threats. And we lock them up before that can be a problem. Now, since they've never really committed a crime, we don't give them a full prison sentence. They're fine to walk around, do what they want. They can request, ow, 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 ow. I'm good. That was out of character.
You okay?
Yeah, I just dropped
Prison riot.
something. Occasionally someone gets stir crazy and we gotta wrestle them back into place, but honestly, usually it's fine. They can get whatever entertainment they want, whatever food they want. The only condition is they can't leave here. As you can see, no one's really strapped down or anything. No one's forced to be somewhere against their will. Well, except the one guy, but he's his own thing.
Do I see anyone take notice of us being here?
Yeah, no roll needed. You straight up notice. A lot of people do, and most of them seem kind of friendly about it. They look over, they see Takashi. You can see a couple of them like are clearly playing poker and invite him to come join, just like kind of raising the cards up. And you see him shake his head no. They go back to what they're doing. A couple people look up. They are glaring at you. A couple are being a bit more calm about it, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But everyone has their own little thing going on. And most of them are fine to be where they are.
Okay. Can I look into suss out how confident the people coming up to me are with the situation. Like, do they seem like unafraid, or do they seem interested in a more like, I don't see many new people? Like, can I gauge? Because you said some are coming up to us and are friendly.
They're not coming up to you, but they're like kind of trying to wave you over.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay,
say make
right,
an
yeah.
insight check for the dude who's about to come up to you.
Okay. Boop. 19.
This is the look of a man who has not seen the sun in several hours, or several, not hours, weeks. And he's decided that you are the issue with that, and you have a face that needs to be punched.
Okay.
Before he does anything, though, you watch as Takashi just puts one hand in front of this gorilla of a man's punch, immediately twists and throws him into a wall.
Okay.
Come on, Ongibo. You know you ain't supposed to do that. Shut up!
Okay.
When am I supposed to shut? The doors are already closed. Come on, work it out of your system. Let's do this. And Tachi is very casual about the fact that both of you were almost assaulted.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably pretty casual about it too, because like I've literally essentially done something very similar like 15 minutes ago. So
True.
I leave it pass. Like, he's testing what are the limits. Understandable. There's a new person here. Like, you know, like I can suss out these kind of people, I like to think.
You're not sure if he's testing limits or if he's just gone crazy from being stuck in one area for an unknown amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Can I find out?
With
Like, I
the
don't-
19,
and actually-
you're fairly certain it's the latter.
Okay. In that case, the people that are inviting him to poker, I'm not super interested in because I don't want to play poker.
Are you sure?
Is there anyone? I'll be
Start
honest with
shuffles
you.
deck.
Yeah. In a way, okay. Above table, I find gambling very stressful. Any kind, it's really weird. I wouldn't even do Pokemon slot machines. Fucking creep, I know. Won't even do the 50p like slide 'em coin machines. I'm terrified of gambling of any kind. So like, I don't mind the role play aspect, but like above table, I really don't want to be involved too much in gambly stuff. I love games. I don't know, gambling is the line.
Okay.
Poker is gambling to me, and I get very upset about it, and I'm really sorry. But if you need me to role play this, I can do that.
No, up to you if you want to. I just like playing poker. And
That's
God damn it,
fine.
why can I never draw this kind of hand where I'm one off of a straight royal when I'm actually playing poker?
I mean,
Because this doesn't matter.
yeah. You're muted.
I'm
Because the
muted.
gods hate you and they mock your attempts for success.
Yeah, very much.
Ooh.
I do want to stay pretty close to the captain though. So if he's determined to play poker, I'll probably see who's friendly around that area, so I'm not far away from him. Because although he's probably going to help me out, if I go to the other side of the room and I poke a bee's nest with a stick, he's gonna laugh at me. You know?
Yeah.
But I'm sure if I'm very uncomfortable with poker, he's not going to force me.
Yeah,
Unless
he's
he
not
wants
going
to take the money. No.
He is not. There's no money.
No, then
This is
then
poker
definitely
for the
not.
sake of entertainment.
That's pure stress. That's pure stress.
But yeah, no, you. He is very clear, just showing you around. And as you get further and further up, you can see people just kind of walking around. There's a eating area. There's an area for crafting stuff. If you can name it, it's here.
Oh, sweet.
And as far as prisons go, this is simultaneously a very nice place, but very clearly a prison.
Yeah, it's very sterile, I'm guessing.
And you do eventually pass a singular cell. And I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. Wisdom save. Oh, 21.
You feel something come at you. You don't know what it is, but something like ethereal goes your way and then goes on
Okay.
from within.
Can I do any kind of perception to work out where that could have come from? Like, is it part of the building? Is it one of the people? Do I recognize any of the sensation? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can make a perception check.
Okay, cool. Boop. 22. Oh, I think he's gone.
Hello?
Welcome
Testing.
back. We can hear you.
Yeah.
I was still here.
Oop.
But yeah. Hi, can you hear?
Yes.
Hi. I didn't hear anything about who I'm talking to.
Yeah, I haven't said
Perception.
anything.
No, I didn't see. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to prepare a description in my head.
Oh.
My brother's trying to figure out what I'm going to be done because I also cooked dinner. So you can't make out details because this thing is pretty much devoid of fucking light. But you can definitely make out that something is looking at you from in there, and it is specifically paying attention to you and no one else.
Okay. A mirror. Did you say?
Mirror? What?
Sorry, that's why I knew it was the wrong word. What did they see me through?
They're just looking at you and no one else.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I got well confused with the words there. Okay, so they're looking at me and no one else, and they seem suspicious. So I can't do anything particularly magical, and I don't really want to start any kind of problem either, because that's not a vibe.
But yeah,
But I might go up to them.
as you do, you see Takshi kind of pause. Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, no. Welcome to the only dude who's actually chained up in here.
Oh,
Yeah, he got caught doing a lot of passionate crime. Apparently, he was doing. Fuck it, I don't care. Or about the confidentiality. I've told you to keep your mouth shut. That's a serial killer.
oh,
Yeah, they've been running around killing a bunch of people, taking blood from one crime scene, putting it in another. Weird.
interesting. How did they find them?
Oh, we caught them. Basically swapped some blood that we had already placed a few trackers in, thanks to 12 Squad. Made sure that the victim was killed, unfortunately, but hey, the person was dead. And, well, after that, it was simple as following the blood that had trackers in it.
Huh.
Brought him in here and locked him up. And, Sage.
Yeah.
You recognize he has perfectly described your MO.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that's clear.
No, it had, like, I'm just being very logically calm about it, because if I was a serial killer that just heard this, why would I make a fuss?
Yeah.
I mean, I probably should be disturbed. I'll try and show some, like, oh, how horrible acting, but
it's also, you can get away with not reacting that much because second squad.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean? So, like,
yeah, he lists off a few of this person's supposed murder victims and lists off a few people you've killed, and a few people you haven't killed.
Okay.
Haven't killed, haven't murdered. English,
As a
I
mental
swear,
note of something, yeah, that's cool. As a mental note of something, Sage would then not. Sorry, Sage would then not keep that MO. Like that would be an instant. Like, and she might even like she might have disposed of some blood at a very good time. I'll put it that way. But like, she would not then ever go back to that MO. Like she's
most
too
MMOs
calculated
are kind
for
of
that.
psychological kind of stuff.
With Sage, the reason she does that is she's actually leaving breadcrumbs to test the system. It was never about a trophy. That's why she abandons them.
No, most things like that, leaving blood at crime scenes, usually does result in them going, quote unquote, let's test out the system. Let's see what I can get away with.
Got it.
Yeah. Like
So
the Zodiac killer definitely did.
Yeah,
like, come on now.
it's less the Zodiac's preferred method of killing and more the Zodiac going, here's a coded letter, get fucked.
Yeah, well, I mean,
okay, got it.
yeah, it was a difference. Like
the difference is one of those is a psychological habit and need to do, and the other one is I'm being cocky.
I think they both are cocky, but I see what you mean.
Yeah. One of them, it's the intention. One of them is literally, no, I have to do this. This is how I kill. This is how my brain works. The other one is, but while I'm here, may as well piss them off. Like one of my favorite things from the Zodiac Killers, he just straight up goes, my dude, you almost caught me, you idiots. But yeah, with that, he's pretty much done with the tour. There's nothing really else to see there. And no one else really attacks you for the rest of your time there. And he's like, so yeah, if anyone does try to start shit, well, they're probably going to end up here.
Interesting. I kind of want to talk to the guy, but I think it's a bit suspicious if I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna give him like a slow nod, but only like not in a way that anyone would necessarily think anything. But if you were directly looking at me, right?
All right.
And I gave you
once
this
you do
slow
that-
nod, you'd be like, interesting.
Yeah, once you do that, please make me a wisdom saving throw again.
Okay, no problem. Wisdom save, please God. Oh no.
You were filled with fear and dread.
What do I think of specifically?
What do you mean?
So am I afraid of him? Am I afraid of
Yes.
something I've already experienced? Him. Okay. Is this a condition or is this?
I'm so confused.
Because there is the frightened condition, and that just means that I can't move towards them.
Is someone drawing from the deck?
What? No.
No, definitely not me who's doing that. Sorry.
Okay, sorry, you were really confusing me. But yeah, no.
I honestly didn't know everybody else could see
What
that.
was your thing, Sage?
Oh, I was. Oh gosh.
You got to draw to your hand.
For sure. Oh, I failed the wisdom save.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you're filled with fear. I assume you just leave a little bit quicker.
Okay. Yeah. I just pick up that I shouldn't fuck with that, and I don't fuck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you leave, I'm going to say the camera kind of pans up, and the set of eyes are staring down at you as you leave, and go to like the edge of the cell, and then fade. And now we're going to swap back over to Austin.
Yeah.
And the yak of all trades.
No.
So I need to run this by. Oh, I forgot to run it by Valen while I was doing this. I'm sorry. I'm trying to wrap up quickly so I can go work on dinner.
We can wrap up here.
Yeah, we can stop
Yeah,
now.
like,
We're good.
You
That
sure?
would be a full round.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody
Okay,
went.
good.
We doing things.
Don't try to squeeze things in.
Right? Don't
Okay.
let people
Yeah.
go hungry on
Thank
our
you.
account.
Thank
For
you.
real.
Food is important, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
life.
All right. With that,
We
I think we're done.
we are
think
not
we're
done. Yeah, that's cool.
those Blizzard gamers, dude.
Right? Facts. Facts. We're not gonna
Fair.
shit in our diapers and be like, "Oh, this is gaming."
Oh my god, no, you joke. Wow.
Like, I know that's like a whole thing. There's like I learned about it
Anyways.
recently. Nobody Google stuff. All right,
Nobody Google stuff. We love you.
Yes, we love you. Roll with the 1s and 20s. Have a good time. Life happens.